Hello my friends, it's 7 o'clock in the morning here in Helmsdale, by the Helmsdale River, and look what I've got just outside my tent. Got a phenomenal sight to wake up to, eh? So we've got a couple of things we need to do today. Not all that much, and again, it's not a huge ride. But we'll be going up and staying at John O Groats this evening. So we're going to go to John O Groats and stop off a couple of places on the way. I'm not going to rush this morning. I rushed yesterday morning and I was away by 6:15. It's now 7 o'clock, so that's not happening. So yeah, I'm going to take my time this morning. I'll catch up with you when we're on the road. This really is one of the best camping spots I've ever had. Phenomenal night too, really lovely morning. And what a river. I didn't end up doing any fishing because I just wanted to get an early night, but the other lad who's here, he slung a hook in, he got a couple of nice trout, I think. Yeah, brilliant. So onward to our next. I also need to find a bin because I've got a big wad of rubbish on the back that I don't really want. I found a bin. One complaint about people using the NC500 is just leaving their rubbish behind. So there's people that are ruining it for those of us who want to be responsible. So if you're going to come and do this, please just don't leave your shit everywhere. Just put it somewhere, find a bin. There's the sea again. So it's 8:30, which is significantly later than I left yesterday. I left yesterday at 6:15.
Exit the roundabout onto A9.
And it's lovely. Really nice morning. I think I've said it 2 or 3 times already, and this video is going to be like what, 3 or 4 minutes long by this point. Look at it. Oh god, it's just such a spectacular place. To the point I'm not even going to bother overtaking that van. I'm just going to sit and chill. Hello sheep. Yeah, really nice night last night. I felt a lot safer to get a good night's sleep with those people nearby. They were really kind, really nice. John O Groats 50, so that's our aim for today. So mileage is low again, which means we can take our time again. I got to my camp spot like at midday yesterday, and I don't want to do that again. So today I am going to force myself to just stop and actually explore and not worry about all the stuff on my bike and not worry about the bike itself. I mean, I've got locks, so it's fine. But I get worried with all the stuff on the back, and I need to let that go because so far it's holding me back a bit. Wow. What a view. I'm so happy I'm not just racing through this. Stop and smell the roses, as it were. Fuck. I said I wasn't going to do this, guy.
shit, that made it hard. Ah! Oh, you fucker. God, I got pelted as soon as I went for that overtake. Oh, you bastard. Oh. Alright, just need to focus on the road now and controlling the bike, because that's ridiculous. Ah. So I've decided I'm going to stop at this place. Look at this. Oh, I've just recorded a bit. It wasn't recording, it turns out, but this is the North Sea. So you know how you get the shorts and the TikToks and they're, you know, with the boats going like this, and they got that song playing in the row, all together raise the banners high, that one, right? Those you know, films, those videos are usually filmed on the North Sea, and this is the North Sea. And look at the power in those waves at the minute. It's a rough day, it's a very rough day, but I had to stop, I had to come and have a look. I couldn't not. I saw a harbour and I beelined. The A9 now, I'm off the beaten track, because I'm going to a little place just up the road here, a few miles. Also, I've gotten away from the wind. I'm not joking when I say I think it's some of the worst wind I've ever ridden in. I've really had to focus on just keeping the bike going straight. It's mad. There we are, you see those rocks? Well, they're more than rocks. They're the Cairns of Camster.
Your destination is on the left.
So this cairn, if you can hear me over the wind, this is a round cairn where they did rituals for the dead. You can see it's away from the other residences over there. Ah, you hit my peak on there. Oh, look at that. That's cool as shit. So I've got a little bit of quiet away from the wind here, so let me tell you what these cairns are all about. So we're at Camster Cairns. Now these cairns are actually 5,000 years old, and they were built here before this part of the country was a peat bog. So it was around the time that these were being built that the peat bog was forming and the climate was a lot wetter and a lot warmer than it is now. So before these cairns were here, hunter-gatherers used to camp here, and there's been remains of fires, flintstone and tools, all the stuff like that that was kind of indicative of early human settlement. Once they built the cairns, they developed agriculture again. I say again, they developed agriculture. Then it got boggier and boggier and boggier. The peat bog ecosystem is something we'll get to in another episode, but it's really formative for, so it's really important for the formative years of civilization in Scotland. Let's go and have a look at the other cairns. So all of this, what is now peat bog, was once scrubland, farmable, arable. This is why we've got this walkway, because if we step off there, it could be quite spongy and boggy and all of that stuff. So these are the cairns they used to live in. Isn't that cool? This is a really, really interesting place. So this main structure here, again, was ritual. I'm not sure they lived in it, but it was for ritual purposes. And it seems at least part of this is reconstructed. So there seems to be some debate on the techniques that were used. These have been double walled, whereas archaeologists are not sure whether it was double walled or not. So, you know, drama! Really, really cool place though. Well worth a little visit if you were just stopping by. It's only about 5 miles off of the A9, so it's, in my opinion, well worth coming to. Let's get back on the bike and get back to where we're going. Next place isn't too far. 6 minutes. This place, from what I can gather, is quite cool to explore. This wind's killing me. It's not too bad right now, but sometimes it's near enough blowing me off the road. I don't shift out of fourth. I know I need to be in a higher gear, but I don't shift out. Just because I feel like I need the engine braking at a pinch. And with this being a parallel twin, the engine braking is significant. And I can't get enough of seeing the sea next to me. I've ducked down behind this this grass bank out of the wind. So we're at Whaligoe Steps at the moment, which, as far as I know, is a geological thing, but it's steps carved into the side. Wow, look at these rock faces. Wow, look at the size of these plantains. They are huge. Look how blue that water is. Gosh, it's lovely. Yeah, you can see clearer here all the layers upon layers of slate and shale. It's mad, isn't it? Just stacks and stacks and stacks of sand and shell. So cool. Wow, look at this. It's a perfect looking bay. Wow, I don't know why, it just is so impressive. I decided to take my helmet off. Oh god, look at the state of my hair. Decided to take my helmet off just so I've got all my senses. I'm about to go down on here with a phone in one hand and a vape in the other, so you know, if I need to catch myself, I'm a bit screwed. Oh, get around that way. Don't need to kill myself. Oh hell, that'll be a nest then. Gotta be in there somewhere, surely, maybe. Oh, some stone stacks. Look at this old chain, look how rusty it is. It's not even a chain anymore, it's just a solid mass. Now I'm on the tide line. This is a really rough sea, so I'm not sure if I'm going to see anything. Oh yeah, getting slippy. There's nothing, but what a cool little cove. Right, I'm all done. I've had an explore. I also had a chat with a chap back. His name is Paul, and he is on day 2 of his 45-day John O Groats to Land's End hike. What a guy. 60 years young, and he's just said, I want to live my life. And he's living his life, and I love that. Anyway, let me die getting back up these steps. I'm back on the bike. There now, we're a mile away. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really much know what this place is, but it's called Castle Sinclair Girnigoe. Looks, if it's what I can see there, it looks to just be a ruin, but that's cool. I like ruins. I assume that over there, if you can see that, is the castle ruins. But we've also got a lighthouse. Speaking quite frankly, folks, I don't really want to people looking at me because I'm talking to the camera, funny. I don't want to walk over to there because I'm not sure if you can see, but that is insane amounts of rain coming down off the coast there. So I'm going to get to John O Groats now, and then once we've hit John O Groats, we've done what we need to do there, we can head to the campsite, and then I want to explore the area a little bit, which I can do. This is the one good thing about actually booking a campsite, is I feel a bit safer leaving all my stuff so I can go and explore the area. With wild camping, it's a little bit more sketchy, isn't it? So yeah, we're all good. Cool. It's just hit, and it looks like it's going to get very, very wet, so I think it's time to pull over and get my waterproofs on. I've stopped off in the Tesco car park and I've got my waterproofs on, but Scottish weather. I'm going to sit and wait it out for a minute. Typically, I've put my waterproofs on and the sun's come out, so the camera's back on. I'm keeping the waterproofs on though, because A, can't really be bothered to take them off now, and B, I don't know how unpredictable the weather's going to be. This is Scotland after all. 4 seasons in one day and all that. Right then. Good time to roll. I've just turned off at Wick onto the A99, or the continuation of the A99. Somehow, even though we're close to the coast, the wind is nowhere near as bad. I mean, it's still there, but I'm getting pushed all over the road back there, although I think that's about to start happening now. I'm all for a bit of adversity, don't get me wrong, but I really don't want to be blown off the road, obviously. Oh, you bastard. Isn't that one of the prettiest cemeteries overlooking the sea? What is that spire? Ruin. It's more history in a land steeped in it. I know our Scottish kinsmen don't have a very good impression of the English. In fact, in the shop yesterday, I accidentally got in the way of one of the workers and I said, oh, I'm really sorry, you know, I got out of his way. And he said to one of the other employees, oh yeah, it's fine, I'm just dodging the enemies. I digress. I know our Scottish kinsmen don't have the best view of the English, but I've got a hell of a lot of respect for the Scottish and the culture and the land. I think it's magical, I really do. here I am, John O Groats. Again, another place with such kind of history behind it. Let's go to the signpost and get a cheeky little snap. Got myself a little coffee, and I'm not going to lie, I think it's probably the best mocha I've ever had. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and look out at the sea for a bit. They made some friends. Oh, hello, little guy. Little sparrow. Oh, hi. And then we've got a female there. And another one there. Right then. We've left John O Groats. Oh, there's the wind. Oddly enough, absolutely none at the visitor centre there. No wind at all. Now we're going to head to the campsite, see what there is to do in the area. So I made it to Ferry View campsite. The lady who runs this place is absolutely lovely. She really is. And this campsite is, I don't know, really quirky and like nice, and I don't know, oh, this place feels really cool. And I've got a fantastic view of the ocean. So I'm going to get set up. What time are we on? Yeah, so it's about 1:45, so I've got loads of time still. And unlike yesterday when I had nothing to do but just sit around and think, which I love doing, I sit around, think and drink. I'm going to see if I can get down to the beach. They also do food here and stuff, and it's really reasonably priced. Like, holy crap, on the NC500 it's like £7 for a pizza. So I'm all set up there now. I'm just going to head down to the beach if I can get there. I asked the lady how to get down there, and she said there's no real direct way, but if I go to the ferry terminal, I might be able to get there. So for this portion of the NC500, I am walking. I've made it down to this shoreline. I'm not going to call it a beach because it's not. It's very much a shoreline. It smells like a shoreline. Not sure if there's going to be much to see, to be honest. Isn't it weird though? Right down on here, right on the coast, with nothing but sea and the Orkneys that way. The wind is fine. The rain, however, is about to start. Ooh yeah. I've had a good look in the pools around on this part, apart from this one. Cursory glance, there appears to be nothing. The tide is coming in. It's about halfway, and we can see where it comes up to, but I don't think I want to risk getting stranded because it doesn't look like there's many ways up off of this beach. So it's starting to rain. I think the smart thing to do is head back. Yeah, the smart thing to do is head back. So that island that you see out there, that is Stroma. And then beyond that is the Orkneys. I really would have liked to have done the Orkneys, but yeah, it wasn't feasible for me. Maybe next time. I was going to get some food, but she's just dealing with another customer, so she said, grab a seat in the bus to get out of the wind. Look at this, isn't this cool? Oh wow, honestly this campsite is so charming. I wasn't going to give shout outs to campsites and stuff unless they're good, and this one is. It's called Ferry View. It was £8.50 for my pitch for the night. It's one of the cheapest nights I've got. And the campsite is so lovely, apart from the wind. But I mean, of course, they can't do anything about that. It's so lovely, it's so charming, and it's so full of character. It's brilliant. I've ordered my food. £6.75 for a pulled pork burger, barbecue pulled pork burger and chips.
Here is my pulled pork burger. Well, pulled pork roll.
So it's a little bit later in the day now. I've come out for a walk and I have managed to get onto a bit of beach, but I'm not going much further up because the tide is still coming in for I think about an hour. But it feels like a good place to end this video because I'm going to do nothing else now but go back and chill in the tent, apart from enjoying this view. I'm just looking at the Isle of Stroma over there, and I've just been doing some reading on it, and it's uninhabited, but I can see ruins. In fact, let me show you. So all those ruins, there was a community that lived on the island, but it's really harsh out there. With the wind and the tides and everything, it made trade with the mainland quite difficult. So it's now uninhabited and just full of those abandoned buildings. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But yeah, it feels like a good place to end it. Tomorrow should be a really fun one. I'm hoping so anyway. So stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you tomorrow.
The size of the bollocks on that one.